excited to watch you get tortured. We're excited to watch it all go down on your behalf. I get it. Hello. I didn't join Little House on the Prairie, the Housewives. I know what's.
I have to say, I am so happy that you joined Real Housewives of New Jersey. You are delivering. You're bringing so much already, but you have to tell us, how are you feeling about it? I know that's kind of like a loaded question, but how are you feeling as a new housewife?
I'm really enjoying it. Right now, I'm really enjoying it. Like, this is the fun part for me. All the love and like what you're saying to me, it doesn't go unnoticed on me. It's really such a great welcome so far.
How has it been watching the episodes back? Is it kind of nerve-wracking? Are you like, oh my God, I can't believe I said that, or I wish I said that? Like, how's that process going?
So I don't have never said that yet. I haven't said anything like that. There are some moments where I'm watching and I'm like, oh my God, I should have got glam. Oh my God, why'd I do my own hair? Oh. But besides that, it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun stuff. I mean, I joined into this with some existing drama. So for me, it's been a lot of fun. So it's been fun to watch. There are certain things where I'm like, oh God, I know it's coming. But other than that, it's been okay.
Wait, because you're no stranger to reality TV, right? Like you were on a
Right.
reality show, which tell us a little bit about that. Like I need to know a little bit more about that.
So I've been on a few. I've been on a few. The MTV True Life Staten Island Girl. That was like that got so much attention, and that was very difficult to film. I didn't get a lot of love from that on Staten Island. Rightly so. We didn't kind of put all the girls in a light, but it got me doing so many other fun things from it. And people still remember to this day, which is wild because I look so different. I mean, I got the glow up. I got the glow up. And then we did a reality show on this house. We remodeled my whole house down to the studs. So I'm no stranger to it. I haven't changed one bit from being on TV. I am who I am, and I don't hide it.
No, you are who you are. And I think that's why fans are so receptive to you this season because you're bringing the Jersey-licious, but in such a authentic way. So was it a no-brainer when the opportunity came up to join Real Housewives of New Jersey, or were you like a little hesitant? Because did you watch the show prior to joining?
Love Jersey beginning seasons was my jam. It was the fun. That's why everybody fell in love with Jersey because of the beginning.
Yeah.
Then I kind of stopped for a little because of my kids, and we watched last season because of the whole process of maybe coming on the show. It no brainer. No, that was not what was going through my head because there's a lot. You think about joining this existing show that it's tough. And for me, I remember what I went through with reality TV. And it's not like a character that you play on TV and then you could go back to normal life.
Right.
People look at you on the show and that's you. So if they don't like you, it's not the character you're playing on TV, it's you. And they will let you know they don't like you. And it was a lot. It was a lot to think about. I'll just say that. A lot of conversations with my husband. And well, here we are. So you know what decision I made.
We know what decision you made and we're happy you made it because also I love your husband and I love the relationship you guys have. Like how I don't you said something in a confessional about him and I was laughing so hard and I don't know what it was, but it was so good. And then your kids are so cute. Did you have did any of the ladies give you any advice? Like did you know any of the ladies coming on before you started filming?
Teresa.
Okay.
That's all who I knew coming on. And I didn't really know a lot about them. So I didn't come on like knowing the drama that and this is the God honest truth. I didn't know much about their past drama, their past history. I didn't say like, oh, I don't like Margaret. I liked everybody. I didn't know much about them. I didn't look them up. I wanted to just meet them for who they were. Because when you come in thinking somebody some way, you're automatically going to stay with that train of thought.
Right.
Even if they're a great friend. So I came in on a clean slate.
So who do you think was the most welcoming to you? Obviously Teresa and then Jennifer, but who else was really welcoming to you and who maybe was not welcoming? I know we've seen a couple episodes so far and we kind of know, but like, tell us your perspective.
They were all wonderful.
Okay.
They were all fantastic. And, you know, coming into it, you hear a lot of things from people that are like, they're going to hate you. You're young. You're fun. They're going to come for you. They were so nice. When I met them, you know, you brace yourself, you clench your legs a little. You're like, hi. And
Yeah.
they were perceptive. Hi. And they were nice. And I have nothing bad to say. They all welcomed me with open arms.
What about Jackie though? Because you two she was welcoming?
Yes, she was welcoming. I met her and she was so nice. She was like, "Oh, another Staten Island girl." She was very nice. Very nice. You know, I don't that's why I was kind of like, "Oh, what are you looking at? What?" I was like, "Why are you looking at me like that?" And then you know, things happen.
What do you think went wrong with the two of you?
So here's my take on it. I didn't invite her to my party. I felt a certain way. Didn't just wanted fun in my house, fun positivity. If it was me and somebody didn't invite me, and you know, someone said, "Well, you know, Danielle, they thought you were looking them up and down and judging you," and I wasn't. We all know she was, and I wasn't. I'd be like, "Oh my God, what's her number? I gotta call her. I gotta tell her that's not that's so. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. She felt that way about me." That's how I would have taken it because I have good intentions with everything. But it was not taken like that. It was, well, yeah, I was judging her. And you know what? She is whatever she said. So, you know, you see people's true colors for what they are. I would have handled it completely different.
Mm. So where do you stand with Jackie today?
Well, we don't really talk. I haven't really talked to her,
Okay.
obviously. We were at an event. Our children were there, and my daughter wanted to play with her daughter. You know, we were there together. Said, this is all before a lot of the stuff went down. I didn't know all the stuff went down. But like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
My daughter's playing with her daughter. Her kids were so sweet. I'm not an animal. I say hi. That's it, you know? Whatever.
Honestly, you have a good mentality. You're like, you're just letting the drama roll off. You're like, I'm just gonna keep going. You're just gonna keep vibing.
Yeah.
That's good.
You have to. You have to put the blinders on and just focus ahead because if not, you get sidetracked and then you go into a deep hole and you're like, people don't like me. Why? Staying in my lane.
Staying in your lane. Well, you've been super open about experiencing some family drama of your own. You know, revealed that you don't really have a relationship. You don't have a relationship with your brother after being super close with him over some stuff that went down on social media. Where do you guys stand today? Is it still not you still don't have a relationship?
Right. Still haven't spoken to him. They haven't reached out about the show. I don't know what they're feeling. I don't know what they're thinking. It's very unfortunate. It is a living, breathing thing that I hurt and experience every day. It's not something that, you know, happened while we were filming and I don't. I think about it all the time. It's a very sad situation. It breaks my heart.
Were you hoping that you would kind of share your side of the story on the show and then he would watch it and then that kind of would make amends between the two of you, or like it would at least bring a conversation start, you know, bring something to the table?
Of course. Absolutely. Like you fantasize like, okay, he's gonna watch this and he's gonna be like, my sister misses me, and I'm gonna get a knock at the door and we're both gonna fall to our knees and cry and say, what the hell happened? That's a dream. It doesn't, you know, has not happened. But of course, I only have high hopes for it. Yeah. It's it's tough. It's really tough to talk about. Like I film a lot still and I talk about it and I get very emotional. I think that's a lot of what goes on with Teresa and Joe is that when you have the drama, you think about your childhood, you think about your brother growing up, and you remember that. And what life has transpired to be now is not what you envisioned growing up as kids, as best friends. So I'm gonna cry. I'm not crying on this interview, but it's tough. I'm just gonna say that it's very tough.
No, and I'm so sorry. And I know as fans, like you being so open about it is so like it's refreshing, and because there's other people watching the show that's going through the same thing. I mean, heck, Teresa and Joe are going through the same thing. So
Right.
but I will say a lot of the girls, a lot of the ladies, they are kind of questioning you about it, and they're kind of thinking
Who
that
wouldn't? Who wouldn't?
that there's
They have
more
a
to
right.
this. They have a okay, because how did you feel about that? Because they feel like, look, there has to be more to the story. It can't just be about Instagram and you blocking him.
110%. And I am not sitting here saying that you don't have a right to think that. Everybody has a right to think that. I've questioned that too. My only thing is, if you're my friends and you could hear and feel the hurt coming from me, don't get vicious. Don't get evil about it. Hear me and hear my pain and be there for me. I'm questioning it too. I'm not denying it. Everybody's got a right to think that it's crazy. It's crazy. If there was something else, please let me know. Write me a letter, email it to me. You don't even have to talk to me. Just tell me what I did.
Have you, I know you talked to Melissa and you kind of like shared your experience and said like, look, do not let this happen between Teresa and Joe. Obviously it's happening. It happened.
Right.
Have you given any advice to Teresa following all the drama that went down between the three of them?
I always do. And I know Teresa hates me for the advice I give her because she's just, Danielle, I had enough. I had enough. And I'm always the one that's like, oh, I don't want you to carry that hurt with you because I am living it. But I always try to do right. And that's why I say sometimes the wife not can really control the whole narrative, but can help. Because my husband listens to me when I say, babe, this is the right thing to do. You know, and I know not every marriage is like that, but I know my husband respects what I say and respects my word. So maybe they can help the situation. But we're talking about a normal thing here. Teresa, Melissa, and Joe, that ship, I think, has sailed a little bit. You know what I mean?
No, it's been a long time. Long time. Now, a lot of fans think that your sister-in-law is going to pop up on the show at some point. Do you think that's even?
I feel bad for them. It'll be the best TV ever. It would be the best TV ever. Like really good. She is not into it. She doesn't want anything to do with TV. She barely wanted to even take home videos. It's not her thing. It's not her thing.
Not her thing. Okay, well, there you go. Because a lot of fans are like, we can see this happening, and
oh yeah. It's funny. I read a lot. They're like, no, not another brother sister drama. We can't handle it. And then the other ones are like, bring her out, bring her out. Yeah, bring her out. The next year, the sister-in-law is coming on. I would honestly, I don't think that would have happened.
Okay. Well, looking back, first season, what do you think your rose is, and what do you think your thorn is for your first season as a housewife?
Oh, that's fun. That's a good question. First season as a housewife are the fun opportunities that came with the girls on the show. We did some really cool things. The parties, oh my God. The parties and the budgets that these ladies have for these parties, I was enjoying everything about it. And I did bring Tupperwares to some of the parties towards the end of it. And then the thorn, I did. I was smart. And then the thorns was how affected and hurt I was by the things that were done to me and said about me. So that's something that I really took off camera home with me. And, I was affected by a lot of it. It was a new world for me, and I was just trying to figure it out. It was tough.
So the things that were said about you from the other ladies on the show, or yeah,
the things that I go through, you'll see it changes a little bit for me. But like I was like, whoa, all right. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to these conversations of people thinking these things about me. And I was affected. I'm sure a lot of people are affected too that go through this. Right. And I internalized a lot of it. And I was like, oh God, couldn't sleep sometimes. So that was the thorn for me. It was a lot.
That would be a thorn for me too. So I completely understand. So where do you stand with all the ladies today?
It's an open question. I know where I stand with a few of them. Some of them, I feel like if we got in a room together and just talked, the two of us, I'm hoping it'd be good. Some, I don't know, the room would set fire. Who knows? Also in the middle of the season, and I don't know what else is coming. I don't know what else those confessionals are gonna throw at me. So
I
it's
know.
a question to ask.
Honestly, I feel like if I was a housewife, the confessionals would be the most like anxiety ridden part because you're like, what are these
Yeah.
ladies saying about me? And why didn't they just say that to my face?
100%. And it's not just the confessionals, it's everything else too. It's the luncheons. You're like, oh God, she's going to lunch. Oh God, it's a lunch scene. What's gonna happen? You know, it's really jarring to watch it.
Oh my God, I'm sure. Are you excited for the reunion? Are you nervous? Or are you like, I'm just gonna lay it all on the table? Because that honestly, that has to also be a little nerve-wracking because they're like 10, 12 hours of just laying it
Yeah.
out all on the table.
Yes. Well, that's what I hear. It's a very long day. Nervous? No. Anxious? Yes. I want to speak my piece. From what I hear, everybody talks and yells over each other. So I'm just going to sit back and just wait for my time to address certain situations. But
Yes.
I just want to, I want to address it. I want to get some stuff off my chest.
As you need to, as you 1000% you need to. What do you think would be the biggest thing that you have to get off your chest without like spoiling anything? But what do you think is the one thing that you're like, I can't wait to address this at the reunion?
You'll see it on it starts the episode tomorrow, the Jersey Shore.
Okay.
So a lot of stuff goes down from the Jersey Shore on, and I want to know what their take is on everything, and I want to be like, you see, you all wanted to come for me, but you see, and I want to know what they're gonna say back, because they're all thinking one thing in their head. We're all thinking that something played out a certain way, but then when you watch it, you're like, oh, that was it.
Yeah.
I want to address all of that. There's a lot that unfolds.
Yeah, well, I hate to be like, we're excited to watch the drama, but we are. Like, I have to say it. We are excited to watch.
We're excited to watch you get tortured. We're excited to watch it all go down on your behalf. I get it. Hello. I didn't join Little House on the Prairie, the Housewives. I know what's.
Oh my gosh. Well, like I said, you're such a great addition to the show. But before I let you go, I do want to talk about your shop, your clothing line, Bougie Kids. So cute. Tell us like
Thank you.
all about it and where fans can get it.
So we just did a big photo shoot yesterday. Oh my God.
So cool.
It was the cutest. These babies were just the most gorgeous little babies. And I have my own line coming out, like clothes that I made right here in Jersey. So many amazing things happening. It's all online, bougiekids.com, BOUJIEKIDZ. I appreciate you asking me about that. And I'm very excited for what's to come.